All right, so good day, everyone. Yes, I'd like to share this topic with everyone that will be coming across this video. And as you can see, it's titled Personal Development. You might be wondering, how does this concern me? I will just let you know that as far as life is concerned, some things I will be discussing with you in this video, you will actually need it. Yes, you will surely need it. So I just want you to pay attention within the next few minutes and then get the message in the training or the topic. All right, personal development. Personal development. So moving fast, let me start discussing. Okay, so what is personal development? I could tell that you need to know that what it is a lifelong process, and it means different thing to everyone as it must be on a personal level. Yes, person A might want to develop an aspect in his or her life. What he is looking to develop in his life is different from what person B is looking to develop. And come to think of it, what person A is looking to develop in his life, maybe person B already have it developed already. So person B won't have to worry about what person A is looking to develop. So person B is only focusing on what is next in his own life that he needs to develop. So personal development is it's just on a personal level. It is left to you personally to what to decide to what to develop whatever it is I want to develop. So personal development is looking inward and focusing on ways to better yourself, which in turn increases your self-awareness, self-esteem, and skills. I will discuss all that briefly too from some of the areas we'll be improving. Personal development is what? Is looking inward and focusing on ways to better yourself, which in turn increase your self-awareness, self-esteem, and skills. No one will develop yourself for you. You must decide on your own self personally to develop all by yourself. Are we together, guys? Let us move on. So, moving straight to the areas we can develop on. I listed some areas for us here. We have the mental, we have the social area, we have the spiritual, we have the emotional and physical. I will just touch each and every one very briefly, and yes, let's just follow along. These are areas you can improve. I believe there should be more, but let me just say some that we should actually work on. Yes, that I've listed here. Let us pay attention to this. So starting from the mental, all right. So I put you that you only get tired of something when you do not know your purpose or reason for doing it. When you don't know your reason or purpose for doing something, you tend to be strained mentally. Let me just tell you this: stress doesn't come from overworking, just like I said here. The reason for burnout is not because what of overworking, not because you're overworking. Some people are overworking and yet they are still energized because they are overworking. Because they know that there's a reason why I'm doing this. They put their mental state in a very excited state, such a way that it doesn't determine their mood. No matter what they do, they still go along with what with the work. But the moment you feel like I don't know why I'm doing this, there is this, you'll be straining your mental health, and which eventually causes stress. A lot of people complain of burnout. It's not just because of overworking, it's because you do not know why you do what you do, which can cause you mental strain and make you burn out eventually. So you need to actually watch your work, your mental, improve on your mental state, because if you don't work on it, you might be the type that always complain of stress. You might be the one that always complain of stress because stress does not come from just overworking. It comes all from the mental state. I would love to move on to the next one to discuss what we have next. I have a quote for us here. I came across this quote in a book, You Can Win by Shiv Kera. Yes, I came across this quote. And this quote actually says a lot. Let me read it out. You can tolerate failure, but never accepting it. You have courage to face defeat without feeling defeated, and being disappointed without being discouraged. Looking at this quote, someone who is not mentally developed If such person come across failure, the person might eventually accept it. Maybe probably you've been trying out something. Let me say your studies. You've been trying out a course and it seems not to be working out. But probably it's because just once, or someone who's just looking to gain admission into the college or into the university. You try it the first time and you were not admitted. Someone who has not developed, I think everyone has this to an extent. Someone that is not mentally developed will be okay. I think this school thing is not for me, or this business I'm trying out is not for me, or what else? This course that I'm trying to get a good grade on is not for me. You are already accepting failure. See, the moment you stop trying, that is when you fail. The moment you stop trying, that's when you fail. You have not failed when you are failing, but you fail when you quit. When you quit trying, that is when you eventually fail. You can tolerate failure when you have developed the area of your mental state very well. You can tolerate failure, but never accepting it. You understand what? It is just temporary. It's just what, for a matter of time. If you keep trying and keep doing the right thing, you surely get it. Is it making sense, please? So you have courage to face defeat without feeling defeated. Life is full of challenges. Life is full of challenges. There are problems everywhere. A lot of things are there to discourage you. There are a lot of things that are there to discourage you. You're not feeling defeat because you are defeated. No. You know that, okay, this has happened. I have the courage to face it without feeling defeated, and still what? Still go ahead and continue doing the right thing. Okay, am I making sense? So there are sometimes that you are disappointed. Probably you are looking to get something from someone. Maybe you have a job that you apply to, and you were not approved. Will you be discouraged? Does that stop you from looking out to get more work to do? No. You have to work on your what? On your mental state. I can say this is very important, as I feel like it covers almost every aspect of your life. Your day-to-day activities. You what? You are disappointed without being discouraged. There are disappointments everywhere. Maybe you call someone to get you something and you're like, this person is my sure guy. Anytime I call this person, he always turns up. But now, the person didn't turn up. Will you be discouraged? No. You have to develop your mental state and understand that what this is reality. Things doesn't go as smooth as you thought it will be. Be ready to what? To face it. Be ready to face it by developing your mental state. So nothing will come to you by shock. Nothing will come to you by shock. Let's move on to the next one very fast. So we have the social area of our life, and this is very simple, yeah. It's simply building relationship, and by this we gain some important skills. Your communication will surely be improved. Your communication skills will surely be improved. Since you are with people, you tend to know how to relate more with them, and at the same time, you learn from people around you. You can't just You can't just be there. You will surely learn. Okay, what is this person doing that is getting this person result? Since you are amongst the people, you can surely learn. So therefore, your communication skills will be improved. You're able to learn from other people. I got a quote from someone from YouTube. He said something. He said, "If you learn from people's mistakes, you are wise. If you learn from a mistake, you are wise. But someone who doesn't learn from his mistake or other people's mistake is a fool." But for the fact that you are able to socialize, you are able to improve on your social life, you are with people. So probably you know of someone that has gotten to where you want to get to. You can always kind of learn from them since you are socialized. So social area of our life also needs to be what? To be improved. Big time. It needs to be improved. It needs to be what? It needs to be improved. Let me move on to the next one. So we have the spiritual. Yes. Speaking of the spiritual, I don't know. Maybe as I said spiritual, maybe a lot of you, I don't know what came to your mind, but this is it. There's being religious and being spiritual are two different things. They are far different. Spirituality is different from what? From being religious. They are two different things. So the spirituality I'm speaking about here is you taking the time, investing your time to understand yourself deeper. Take the time to understand yourself deeper. Connect with your inner self, know your thoughts and emotion, and always cultivate a sense of inner peace. Never let anything tamper with your inner peace. A lot of people allow their mental states to tamper with their inner peace. And in such way, they get organized in their spiritual self. That's why I had to put the mental state from the beginning. It tends to align with each and every other areas. The mental must what? Never let anything tamper with your mental state to the extent of affecting your spiritual. Because by that time, you won't be able to see yourself. You might be facing if you ask, what do you think is the cause of the problem you are facing now? You will keep saying the term, I don't know. Because you're not able to sit down and look into your inner self to know your thoughts and emotions. Because these are the things that eventually what shapes our action, our behavior. Your thoughts and emotion creates your feelings and eventually determine the kind of actions and behavior creates. So you must be able to sit down, look into yourself. Let me give you a scenario. In the physical realm, when you feel like, okay, I just bought a new dress, how do you know the dress looks good on you? The new dress you just bought, how do you know it looks good on you? What you look for is a mirror. Because you can't see your full self with your eyes directly. You have to stand in front of something that will reflect yourself to you, and then you can say, oh, this dress actually look good on me. Okay, so that way spiritual aspect also work the same way. It works just the same way. You sitting down, meditating, and seeing yourself, your thoughts, your emotion. How does this thing work? How are they affecting me? Because the spiritual controls the physical. I learned this from The Secret of the Millennium Mind. Yes. If you can get the book, if you feel like reading it, you can go and read it. The Secret of the Millennium Mind. It talks about what? The four quadrants about this. I can't remember now. So, just understand what spirituality is different from being religious. And I've been able to explain what spirituality means in this term. Alright? I've explained what it means in this term. So let me move on straight to the next one, which is the physical. I don't have much to say on this. This is simply you developing and improving your overall fitness. Your strength, your endurance, your health, be nourishing yourself, eating good food, staying healthy, and all. Yes. Some people get their confidence get boosted probably through some physical development. So you can decide to work on your physical fitness. All right, you can decide to what to work on that. Don't say because you want to work on your spiritual, your social, or your mental. You should not leave the physical. No, work on each and every one. And if you have your physical area developed already, just focus on others that you need to develop. So let us move very fast to the emotional. Yes, this is also crucial. And yes, ability to understand your emotion, and beyond that, understanding how it shapes your thoughts and action. Simply emotional intelligence. A lot of people get controlled by their emotions. A lot of people get controlled by their emotions. For example, someone who probably gets angry, such a person, the way the person will act, the person might take some dangerous action that can harm the person around, right? At that point, the person is probably being controlled by his or her emotion. The person is being controlled by his or her emotion, and this also affects a lot of what But the fact that you can't control our emotion, and understanding that this shapes our thoughts and our action, we tend to take some decision which will eventually what not go the way it's supposed to go, because we allow our emotion to take control at that instant, which is not supposed to be so. Yes, you are emotional being at some point in time, but then you must understand your emotion and how it shape your thoughts. Does this make me take the right action? Does it make me make the right decision? If not, then there is a need for me to what? To develop on that area, to take control of my what of my action, rather than letting my emotion what take control of them. Is it making sense? So if by the end of this video you feel like there is more points to ask all this, you can do well to probably drop it in the comment section so that each and every one of us can learn together. Right? I just like to share some of the things I learned with everyone here. So moving fast, the benefits, the benefits of being developed. Yes, there isn't much to be said here. It increases your self-awareness and self-esteem, boosts your confidence, it increases your mental fitness and toughness, gives you great resilience. All right, you understand what this is reality, so nothing comes to you by shock. Now, okay, everything that is happening is just for the meantime. It is temporary. It is temporary. Problem comes and go. It's what comes and go. You just have to build yourself enough to be able to solve them whenever it comes your way. Whenever challenges come your way, build yourself enough, develop your these different areas in your life to ensure that what you're able to what to solve each and every challenges. So more knowledge and you get more skills, you improve personal and professional relationship. Yes, you get to relate to people more. You get to relate to people more and more and more. And for you to be able to relate to people more, you will surely learn a lot. Yes, you surely learn a lot from people. Communication skills gets improved, and yes, these are the benefits. Some of the benefits. I believe there should still be more. Yes, I believe there should still be more. If you feel like there are some that are missing, do well to actually what comment down in the comment section. Let us all learn together. Okay? Yes, I believe some people might be gaining more insights to this than the way I just explained this. Yes, you can be gaining more insights to it. So just do well to share your thoughts in the comment section. Alright, so that will be all for today, and I hope you guys learn few stuff about being personally developed. It takes your what? Your personal self, a determination to decide to what? To develop yourself in each and every area. All these aspects can be developed by picking up some books that can help you. Look for book on mental, look for book on social, look for book on spiritual, look for book on the physical. You can get books that can help you develop in this area or learn from others that have developed in these areas. All right, so that is the best way to get developed. And yes, for social, I could recommend you getting a book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. So do well to stick around as I'll be sharing more or things I've learned on the channel. So have a great day and peace.